A pre-collision assist not available, sensor blocked. If this warning suddenly appeared on your Ford's dashboard today, what would you do? Would you keep driving because the vehicle still feels completely normal? Or would you pull over immediately, worried that one of your most important safety systems has just failed? Most drivers choose one of those two answers. But here's the problem. Neither answer is completely correct. Some people believe this warning is almost always harmless. They say it's nothing more than a dirty radar sensor, a little snow on the bumper, heavy rain, or a foggy windshield. Clean the sensor, drive for a few minutes, and everything returns to normal. Others completely disagree. They believe that once this warning appears, the pre-collision assist system has failed, meaning the vehicle is no longer safe until a dealership repairs it. So, which side is actually right? Now let's make the situation even more challenging. Suppose it's the middle of summer. The weather is perfect. Your windshield is crystal clear. The front grille is spotless. There's no snow, no rain, no mud, and no fog. Yet the exact same warning appears every single time you start the engine. Would you still blame a dirty sensor? Probably not. And that's exactly why this warning confuses so many Ford owners. The truth is, this message doesn't always mean the same thing. To understand why, you first need to understand what your Ford is actually trying to protect. Unlike a normal warning light that reports a failed component, the pre-collision assist system is constantly asking itself one question: can I still trust what I'm seeing? If the answer is yes, the system continues monitoring traffic ahead. If the answer is no, it shuts itself down before it makes a dangerous decision. Think about that for a second. Would you rather have your vehicle guess whether another car is in front of you, or refuse to guess at all? Ford chose the second option. That's why this warning appears. Not because the brakes have stopped working. Not because your vehicle suddenly becomes unsafe to drive. But because the system responsible for helping prevent a collision no longer has enough reliable information to make safe decisions. So what exactly can make the system lose confidence? Let's start with the most common cause. During winter driving, wet snow, slush, road salt, or thick mud can build up over the front radar area. Instead of allowing radar waves to travel forward and detect vehicles, those materials absorb or scatter the signal. To the radar, it's almost like trying to look through a solid wall. The camera has similar problems. A small patch of frost near the top center of the windshield. Condensation trapped behind the rearview mirror, or even dense fog can prevent the camera from clearly recognizing vehicles ahead. When the radar and camera can no longer confirm what's in front of the vehicle, the system makes a very deliberate choice. It disables itself. That may sound frustrating, but it's actually much safer than applying the brakes based on uncertain information. Now here's something many owners don't realize. Bad weather isn't the only reason this warning appears. Let's say your vehicle was involved in a very small parking lot bump. No visible damage. No cracked bumper. No scratches. Everything looks perfectly fine. Most people simply drive away. But hidden behind the bumper are mounting brackets holding the radar perfectly level. Even a small impact can crack those brackets or slightly change the radar's angle. From the outside, everything looks normal. Inside, the radar may now be pointing slightly toward the road instead of straight ahead. The system notices that something doesn't make sense. And once again, it disables pre-collision assist. Now let me ask you another question. Have you ever installed a bull bar, a grille guard, an aftermarket light bar, or even a different front license plate bracket? Most drivers never think those accessories could affect safety systems. But the radar sends its signal forward in a carefully designed detection zone. Place metal or oversized accessories inside that zone, and part of the signal can be blocked or reflected. To the system, the road ahead suddenly becomes unreliable. And the warning appears again, but here's where the story takes another turn. What if nothing is blocking the sensors at all? This is where many owners begin replacing parts unnecessarily. Sometimes the real problem has nothing to do with dirt or hardware. Ford has released multiple service bulletins for certain models where software errors, communication timing problems, or module programming issues caused repeated pre-collision assist warnings. In these cases, cleaning the sensor won't solve anything. The fix may require software updates, recalibration, or professional diagnostics instead. So what's the hidden lesson behind all of this? Don't treat every sensor blocked warning as an emergency. But don't ignore every warning either. Instead, think of the message as a clue. First, ask yourself, did the weather suddenly change? Is there snow, mud, heavy rain, fog, or ice? Has the windshield become dirty? If yes, cleaning the sensor area and allowing the vehicle to complete its self-check during normal driving may restore the system. But if the warning appears repeatedly in clear weather, returns immediately after cleaning, or is accompanied by other dashboard warnings, the problem may be mechanical, electronic, or software-related and deserves proper diagnosis. So the next time your Ford displays pre-collision assist not available, sensor blocked, don't immediately assume the worst. And don't assume it's nothing. The smartest drivers don't react to the warning itself. They try to understand why the system no longer trusts what it sees. Because sometimes the sensor really is blocked, and sometimes the warning is pointing toward a much deeper problem. So here's one final question. If your vehicle's safety system tells you it can no longer trust its own vision, should you trust it without asking why?